Bateman does.
Live now. Hello, people.
Hello.
It would help if I put the right podcast, the right scene up, wouldn't it?
The right podcast? How many do you have?
Oh my God, it's a hype train.
I have a selection of podcasts. This is not the correct one.
This is not the podcast you are looking for. I joke. It is the podcast you're looking for. This is the podcast you want. We very
The
much
only
love you
podcast you
being
need.
here.
It's the Hype Train
Need
podcast, apparently. What's going on here?
Hey, I'm not complaining.
Choo-choo.
Oh, I've got to give shout outs. Bear with.
Yes, do shout outs. We have got obviously us three hosts. So myself, Queenie Returns, and I Coblett. And our guest for this week is CripInABox, which is the weird kiwi thing that's set next to me on the sofa.
Is that
Thank
what
you
that
very much.
is?
Yeah, it's stylized kiwi.
I still don't see it.
Kiwi.
It's fine. I've also just realised there's a slight pair of frog eyes just sticking. Hang on.
It's
hang on,
fine.
there
It's
we
the
go. You should be
secret
able to-
frog.
You should be able to crop it out. now if
Didn't
you
know
need
it. Please keep him.
Oh no, we're keeping him. Kelly has secret horse. We have secret frog.
Fuck's sake.
Secret
He's
frog in
now
the
our
couch.
pet.
He's just
I'll
hiding in
allow
between
myself
the
back.
two sofas. Like I'm not here.
I'll
Nobody
lower
will
myself back
see
down
me.
onto the actual. I'm sat on the plant now. Hang on.
Let's see. Coblett,
Yeah.
How do you get first so quickly?
She does it every stream, and I don't
She's
get
cheating.
it.
Hi
am I
Miko.
You heard
Hi
me. You're
Bateman.
cheating.
Hi Pesto. Hi Trouty.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Trouty.
How's
Hey,
Mama
Honey
Trouty
Badger.
doing? I want to know how Mama Trouty's doing after her surgery.
Oh yeah,
please.
how is Mama Trouty?
I meant to WhatsApp you yesterday, and I totally forgot because I'm a dum-dum.
Rude.
But
Okay.
you're
But
our
I am.
dum-dum.
We established this yesterday. You even welcomed me into the club, Cobbler. What do you mean?
I did. You are welcome in the
There
dome.
are indeed brain stems. Brain
Brain
stems.
stems.
Brain stems,
stems.
So
Not as bad as
Okay,
the play
brain
part.
stems.
Not as
I
bad as the
feel
play
like-
part at the beginning.
apparently.
Stubborn and stressing, but good. Oh, that's good.
Oh, so normal then.
You'll say, isn't that mothers in general?
That is normal, especially as the name of your mother. Obviously, I know you've said it many times, but I won't obviously say.
I will be
But-
asking after this though.
Well, think of what
Often
you
bitch.
would think of the name.
Yeah,
of
no,
what
no,
we
I
would
t- I-
tend
yeah.
to call. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
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 Before we let Crip loose, basically,
Yeah.
I think we should get him. We need
Wow.
to
Wow.
we need to do the introduction that we did last week. So we need to do it to Crip.
Yeah.
So 3 questions. Explain to everyone how you know us. Your favorite film and/or book, and a random fact about yourself that no one knows.
Cool. Well, hi, I'm CripInABox. I go by Crip primarily. How do I know you guys? There's intently the ring on my left hand. I'm married to Squid. I know Coblett through some other friends, and I used to live next to Mr. Bateman Returns, which is how I know Queenie. Yeah, so that's how I know these lovely, lovely people. That sounded so insincere.
It sounded.
How I
forced.
know these
these
lovely people,
lovely
yes.
people.
I mean, in all fairness, Coblett and Queenie, I don't have to deal with the repercussions of if I accidentally insult you. Squid, on the other hand,
That's what you think.
not
Wait, is that
not
abandoned?
immediately. I will handle the repercussions, but yeah, I there are only so there's only so many ways I can avoid her wrath. Yeah, so that's how I know them. Favorite book or film?
You can do both if you want.
I'm having to think. My brain muscles work. I don't know. There are a number. I'm a bit like Squid. I have a lot of books. I haven't been reading too much recently because I just haven't been in the right mental state for it. But I have a lot of books I do like. I'm trying to think of one that's anything.
I know
Yeah,
of
I
2
like my
series
facts.
that you could put that.
I mean, yeah, definitely one of the ones I put for that would be The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paglioni. So
Dragons.
Eragon, Eldest, dragons, all that shit. You know, no, Coblett, you bitch.
What does she do?
She's sending me messages for things that I will not repeat on stream.
Excuse me?
In the
You
group
won't get the
chat. Come
podcast
on.
cancelled.
Come on. In the
Oh.
group chat. The other
but
one
yeah,
that I
so-
thought you would say was the Mortal Engines.
No, yeah, Mortal Engines, that's a damn good one.
I completely forgot about Rivers of London.
Yeah, Rivers of London, like all sorts of. I like my books. I like my sci-fi and fantasy stuff.
Okay.
So anything along
I'm
those
so-
lines.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
you see
that
why I
on
wanted to
stream.
fucking throttle her. But yeah, so that's that for me. And something people might not know
Pesto!
about me.
Naughty pesto.
Yeah, very naughty pesto. Something people might not know about me. I mean, I can lick my elbows. That's a good party trick.
Hmm.
I was expecting it. I'm not actually crippled, but
Excuse me. I am 100% crippled. Thank you very much, you ableist fuck.
Right. This is only our
could have been
second
lying this
week.
whole time.
Please do not get us cancelled. Okay?
I'll try not to.
We would like to
no, that's
have you
why
back at some
that's why I'm in on
point.
the second week. I'm the diversity hire. Got it.
No.
pretty much.
You can see my face right now.
No one's ableist here. It's all fine. We all love each
It's
other.
the opposite
really.
face I pulled to when I found out Trouty was gay. It's the opposite face.
He's gay. Take it straight.
Mile. It's the photo. It's that. I mean, Patrick. What's his face? Photo. The mild shock. Just that kind of fucking face. That's all I can think you're pulling right now.
How has everyone been this past week? Since our last podcast, we'll fill everyone in on our life.
I mean, I'm shattered, but
Damn it, Trouty.
Trouty, sweetheart, I love you, but that's fucking common knowledge. Like, you say hello, and it's kind of like, yeah, we know.
Oh my lord.
But yeah,
Right
yeah, it's
already.
been a long week for me. I'm just.
Well, you're still adjusting to your new job.
Uh.
And last night did not help with that.
No, last night did not help with that at all.
We ended up having, well, not having to help. We ended up helping a surrender of some baby guinea pigs. They are all fine, all healthy as they can be, and all good. But it meant we didn't get to bed until like
Midnight.
midnight-ish.
Yeah, it was late for you guys.
Bear in mind, because of where I've started this new job, I am getting up at the crack of dawn. Like I am up at 6 every day.
I
leaving my
heard
house
his
for like
terrifying alarm clock this morning.
first
I
time.
bet Crip just wanted to throw that out the window.
I wanted to throw it out the window.
I mean, it did the job. It woke us up. Like,
Yeah, but it's not me that has to be woken up. It's you. But then I suppose if I get woken up and you don't, I'll push you out of bed. So
yeah, and you can go back to bed. But also as well,
that's what I did.
you said exactly. You said very clearly, you don't mind if you get woken up because you can go back to bed, and you can't. You get woken up anyway by me having to turn the lights on. So
Shut up.
don't
yeah,
try and bring
that
facts
was
and logic to this conversation. How dare
no.
you?
That was our last night. But this past week, I've been kind of supporting my sister with her cat. Because her cat's been in and out of the vet. Turns out she is 100% diabetic. She has to have 2 insulin injections a day.
Oof.
12 hours apart. She's taken them like a complete champ, which is brilliant. But we were very concerned that we were going to lose her at one point. And this is a cat that adores me but hates Daniel. Like absolutely hates him.
Ugh,
He has been
They have
like
bite
scratched by her so many times.
I have the bite marks to prove it. Like that cat is not my biggest fan.
But she
Bit
does
of a
love
dickhead
you
towards me.
when you're on the other side of the room.
She loves me from afar, but it's just like one of those cool. You try and give her affection, it's just like I am not. I'm going to sit here and stare at you, and I'm going to figure out if I'm going to bite the living shit out of your hand, or if I'm going to tolerate you just long enough to convince my parents that I don't detest you. Okay, hand time
Like
now.
me.
Chomp.
Oh, but how was your 2's weeks? I mean, obviously I know, but no one else knows.
I mean, I don't mean this to sound horrible, but not as morbid as your guys is. I can't lie. We're only 15 minutes in and we're talking about diabetic cats and rescued guinea pigs.
I mean, you know me. We can make this significantly darker. It's fine.
No.
I know! And that's what I mean. I'm so bad.
Oh, don't. The guinea pigs are all fine. They're lovely.
Oh,
They were
bless
so
them.
cute and cuddly. And they're all going to good homes. The 3 girls are in the maternity ward of the rescue that's taken them.
Oh.
And the 2 boys, she's just trying to find a home for them. If we had space, I can almost guarantee he wouldn't have gone yesterday. We would have been like, you're staying.
Yoink,
Yeah.
you're mine now.
It's adorable. Bless them. One of them was in the car with me and my dad. Just sat out in the open. So we got a really big cage to put it on the back. So I wasn't sure how many we were picking up. We weren't sure on the situation or the condition of them. So yeah, we managed to get all 4 because it was just babies. It turns out, yeah, we got all 5 of them. Put them in the carrier. Put the carrier in the big cage on the back seat. Open the door, like have some. There's hay out there. Have a meander. And bless them. One of the girls was right out, looking around, like sat out in the open, looking at me and Dad, squeaking her head off, like, "Come out, there's hay. It's fine." Bless her.
Mm.
But very adorable. Sorry, I'm still having my dinner.
But yeah, no. So it's been a pretty chill week work wise. Yeah, no, not much has happened. It's been a pretty quiet week
Nice.
on the Bateman side. I'm just going to start saying Bateman sides. We're not
Yeah.
quite there yet. We've
the
got a few
Bateman
months yet,
household
but the
is
Bateman
shit.
household.
You're already saved in my phone as Mrs. Bateman.
Really?
Technically, it's your first name, Bateman, in brackets, soon to be.
You see, right, this is going to be a very quick topic because I know it's going to sound awful. And I do consider my brother's girlfriend to have been a much better mum to my niece than her actual mum has been.
Mm.
But she constantly posts saying, "Oh, my stepdaughter," and my brother even bought her a wife birthday card. But they're not even engaged, let alone married. And I find that a bit odd.
I mean, I could change your name if
Is
you
that
want.
just me?
No, I mean, yes and no. I get if you're in. I think there's definitely an element of if you're in a long-term relationship, you don't necessarily have to be married to be of that stuff. And I can appreciate why people wouldn't do it. I mean, well, I can appreciate why people would do it. I can also wonder why people wouldn't do it. I mean, like, never mind the fact of necessarily don't want to go into the institution of marriage, but tax benefits. Hello.
Yeah,
I
if they were never planning on getting married, but they were just going to commit to each other forever, then I would completely understand it. But they are very much going to get married one day. So I just don't see the concept of using that terminology until you actually do it.
Yeah, I kind of get where
I
you're
get
coming
that.
from with
I
it.
get
I
that.
feel like you do all that planning and you spend all that money to get the privilege of saying that title. So people that just say it, I feel is a little bit of a. It kind of. I don't say anything. Obviously, I just let them crack on because it's their life. They do and say what they like. What they like. But even now, I still say husband to be. I couldn't say husband until it's actually happened.
Yeah. And
Until we're officially married,
I get you. But you have to understand. So one of the things I did actually, you'll find this quite well. I say you find this quite funny, but so Squid's nickname in my phone is actual wife. Actual wife, right? So I always like we always knew we were going to get married to each other. And we were like, yeah, when we started dating, it was like, yeah, we were really good friends before, and we started dating. It's like, yeah, no, this is going to work. We're both in this for the long haul, cool. And then we both. So I started making you're going to be Mrs. Surname, Mrs. Crip. Well, I'm going to be Mr. Squid. And
I mean, to some people, you are known as Mr. Squid.
I am Mr. Squid, yeah. But we made the joke that what we're going to do. Okay, well, I'll save him in my phone as wife. So I saved Squid in my phone as wifey. And then when we got married, I was like, well, shit, I've got to change her nickname now because she's not just wifey, she's actual. So she is called Actual Wife, and it's just stayed.
Should have seen the panic on my mum's face the first Christmas we were together, and he gave me a promise ring.
It's not proposing, is he? It's too early. Fine, I'll give you a ring. 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 I'll give you a first time I met her family properly as well. So this was the same mother that didn't want to let you travel in towards London to meet up with us and a group of friends in IKEA because she was worried that because you'd never met me before in person.
No, it
we
was
had known
because
each other.
I'd never met your brother.
I thought it was okay.
It was
Coblett,
either
what's
you
your
or your
opinion
brother.
on that? Do you think it's odd, or do you not really have a preference?
Do you not
Which
care?
part? What your story? Like calling
Yeah,
someone
about
Yeah.
about the whole husband and wife when they're not even engaged.
I personally find it a bit odd, I guess. Even especially if you're not engaged. If you were engaged and you had got your dates and you coming up, then fair, because that is going to be who you are to each other. You are going to be married. But I think if that's like me and Pesto calling each other husband and wife. It's just not a title that either of us have not earned, but
You'll have to just keep dropping the subtle hints. It's fine.
we haven't. I am. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you're listening,
Nudge,
which I
nudge.
know he is.
He is. I can see him on the list. He's there.
I'm getting side eye. It's fine. It's fine. But it's like a work wife.
Yeah, see, that's fine. Having a work wife is perfectly fine. And calling her wifey at work, that's perfectly fine.
I think
But
it depends.
when you're in an actual relationship with someone, and you're only dating and living with them, if you're not planning on getting married, you're only planning on staying committed to each other, then fair enough. But other than that, I just find it odd that they call each other husband and wife when they're not married yet.
Yeah,
I
no,
find it
I
odd,
agree.
that's all.
But I can also understand the volatility of the
Beans, I'm already on my
volatility
bed.
of the current environment market.
Yeah, she's on her bed.
relationship
I'll be
market.
taking it away in a bit, but she's on her bed.
But yeah,
Marriage is a
it's one of those.
trap.
Wow, Kevin.
I'm panicking now. I'm gonna lose my job.
Marriage is a trap.
Bless
Oh no,
you.
Squid. You're trapped with me.
Bless you.
What are you gonna do?
Oh no,
I'm not going to
stuck.
help Pesto here now by saying that
No,
me and
Pesto's
Bateman have
just-
not been together 2 years yet.
We weren't together. We got engaged after a year and a bit.
Oh, the dog is phasing in and out of reality.
But then you don't know. But then I was with
Do
somebody
you want to tell them about that, Squid?
7
about
years,
the engagement
and we
and the
weren't
speed I had to
even
sort that
close
out.
to getting engaged.
Well,
so don't panic.
Later on, I was actually going to do a thing because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I was going to say, why don't we each do the story of how we met our partners?
Oh,
if we
that's
got engaged,
cute.
how we
that's
got
fun.
engaged.
Oh God!
But only if you're comfortable sharing it.
How in depth do I have to go? Because how long do you have?
At age 4, I was born. My parents did not turn up. The full Doofenshmirtz level backstory. Just
I mean, we can go straight into that now if you want.
It's all good if you got an agenda.
I don't mind.
And my brother got married. We sent my nephews down the aisle with signs that said "Too late to run." I love that.
That's funny.
Oh my God, I'm so going to think about doing that. Thanks for the idea, Kev. That would be fucking hilarious.
What you want to do is you want to send a card to Bateman 14 days after you get married. Because
Past the return period.
After 14 days, you cannot annul. As far as I'm aware, it was definitely for when we got married. You cannot annul your marriage without any legitimate cause.
It's only 14 days.
14 days for legitimate. It's why, like, when if people like get married in like Vegas and the like.
Yeah.
Or like that kind of thing. The marriage has to be stable for at least 14 days, and then from there onwards, it can then become okay. Well, you know what?
2-week trial.
Exactly. 2-week trial.
Oh, I was kind of hoping that was the start date of our honeymoon, but it's not. It's the week before. But never mind. That'll still be funny.
Yeah. Let's send him that.
2-week trial.
In my speech for my friend's wedding, I told his wife no exchanges, returns, or refunds.
I feel like Dem's going to say something like that at ours.
Didn't my mum say something similar to you?
No, she gave you a rolling pin.
Oh, that's it. So
That's not a bad idea.
the morning of our wedding, she'd gotten some like little gifts together for me, and one of them was a rolling pin that had like pretty ribbons and stuff on it, and she put some.
It was something like for when he doesn't listen, or
But either for when he doesn't listen or when he's late, use this to beat him to the gate.
And I'm kind of sat there just like, thanks. Like, I love your daughter, I'll get married to her. Like, we lived together for years, but wow, okay, I see how it is. Like, yes, fine, okay, encourage your daughter to commit a hate crime, beat the cripple, got it. It was in good humour. I have a very good relationship with my mother-in-law. We have very good. We have a very how do I phrase it? A very cohesive sense of humour.
It's good.
Yeah. Although in all fairness, I think Squid's relationship with my mum is weirds people out. Apparently,
I go on dates with your mum. We go to concerts together.
Mm.
It is kind of cute.
That's right.
He goes out with my mum more than I do. Like,
Actually,
Trey, you are straight.
You should see what I sent him earlier this evening. It was quite funny. I just quickly sent it.
Oh. How was your week, Coblett? I can't remember if you answered.
I don't think I did.
Well, how was your week?
The same as Queenie, to be honest. Work's been a bit slow. Nothing. What the fuck?
fuck's sake!
Oh my god!
Put that in the Discord so that those that want to see it can see it. If they want context of why we're laughing.
The Odyssey.
Where shall I post that though?
Is there a meme channel in that Discord?
Which Discord?
8-bit.
Oh, the Discord, that if you put an ! Discord in the chat, you will get the link to the 8-bit Bicycle Club.
We'll do it then, Crip. Go.
Yeah, there's a meme channel. We can go in there. Look, if none of you are going to do it.
Fine,
beat me to it. Fine. Don't bitch about it. It was like, okay, I'll do it. Give me a second. No, I've done it now. It's fine. Fuck you.
You spent ages talking about it. You might as well have just done it as you were talking.
Oh,
do you want me to mod, or do you want me to be an entertaining guest here? Like, at this point in time,
both.
Do both.
Yeah. Multitasking.
So I'm allowed to multitask. Well.
Oh, Bean says, can you say that again with your best radio advertisement voice?
Oh god. Oh no.
And if you want to check out this meme and more, you can do so by putting ! Discord in the chat and joining us at the 8-bit Bicycle Club.
That's why she's using every emote I've got.
The spam is real.
Oh my dear.
This isn't just any spam.
This is pesto spam.
I'd say do the music, but I don't want to get the strike for it.
That doesn't sound right.
This is pesto spam, organically sourced.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Pesto spam, like, I could imagine it as like some kind of sauce, you know?
Oh,
like think like a chunky bolognese, but made with like spam and pesto. I can imagine it.
I'm glad you can, because I'm trying not to.
You're trying. Glad you can imagine it. I'm really trying hard not to.
I'm trying not to, but when I look to my other screen, all I can see is that fucking ood. just staring right back at me. Stop.
So, Coblett, you said earlier that you've almost finished Tower of Dawn. How are you finding it?
Honestly, it's really hard to get into, but once you get past, I don't know, maybe when you get to the halfway point, it starts to get interesting. Like, I'm on page 500. I think I've got maybe 100 and something pages left.
Mm.
Actually, no, I think I've got nearly 200 pages left. Fun! But yeah, once you get to the halfway point, then it starts to get a bit more interesting. Like stuff actually starts happening.
Uh-huh.
It is a slow burner. It really, really
It
is.
is indeed one of the books of all time.
How are you
It is.
finding Akatar, Queenie?
She hates it.
I don't hate it. I'm just not getting into it as much as or as quickly as I did Fourth Wing. But Saturday, I'm gonna commit and I'm gonna power through it, and hopefully, I'll get more into it.
I found that the first book can be a bit on the slow side because it's like setting up the world for the entire like universe that's based in.
So
it definitely,
good.
Found it.
It is really good, and it does the first one definitely follows more of like a Beauty and the Beast kind of vibe.
I do
that's
think
what-
I
That's why I
outread
like it.
myself as well
So it's a
because I
monster
did
fucker book,
read
got it.
3 massive books in three weeks.
Oh yeah, if you've got to take longer reading it, then that's fine. I mean, I haven't picked up my
Yeah.
books for like the past 2 days because I keep forgetting. Every time I get into bed, I'm like, I'm too tired to read. I might set aside some time tomorrow.
Well, you have
No, I
also been
can't.
playing Tomodachi Life of an evening.
Yeah, when we get into bed, I load up the DS and we play Tomodachi Live.
Nice.
Quite nice. Well, because I'm normally too tired to do anything like that at the moment, so I was like, yeah, we'll just play that together. It's quite cute. It's nice.
Trying to ignore Trouty's message, but it's just there.
It's the world building that's. Oh,
No, Trouty's not Kev's. She's
there's
not
none of that
moist
in
enough.
the first one though.
No, it's
The first one's very tame.
The first book's not moist. What the fuck?
isn't there some towards the end?
Wait, is Trouty not finished Onyx Storm yet? He must not have, because we would have heard from him by now if he had. Surely.
Oh no, we
He'd
would
have
have
been
heard some of
cursing
the
us out
stuff
by
that goes
now.
on. We would have heard.
Yeah, he would have been cursing us out.
Get reading, Trouty.
Read the goddamn book, Trouty.
Oh,
Proximus, read the book.
yeah, I'm
Troutus.
trying to finish this book so I can start one of my. I'm trying to like work my way through my to be read pile so I can then buy more.
Of course.
What was I gonna say? Yes,
What's your
so
question?
Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Yes.
Do we have any plans? What are people doing?
Not
Do
a
we have any
problem
plans, Squid?
stream.
You all spoke at the same time then.
Sorry.
My brain just went wah.
Queenie, you go first.
All I said was it's not appropriate for stream.
Oh, fair.
You're gonna grab the Bateman booty.
Oh,
What about you, Coblett?
work,
Sorry.
work.
What?
Trouty!
Work. Doing gay stuff.
Honestly, work.
It's just the way you said that. Squid is just like work, doing gay stuff. Work.
Don't sound like a game
Say.
Dale and Dawson.
Also, Bateman, check your phone.
There
No,
is an
to
ad
be
coming in for those that aren't subbed.
No, to be fair, it's gonna be pretty chill. Pizzas, strawberries, couple of prezzies, maybe watch a film. It's just gonna be super chill.
Nice. Nice.
I
You
think we're
doing
both
anything?
too poorly to be going out.
Paint the town green. Paint it with snot.
Ew.
Mucus and snot.
Well, I was going to say something
Lovely.
about the bedroom, but
Mucus down.
Cobbler.
What?
I mean, that's one way to save on your lube bill. But
No! Paint the tape. Trouty!
No, Trouty, that's just your inside.
Excuse
Sorry,
me?
I coughed.
Oh no.
Fuck's sake.
I did put 18 plus, right? I did put 18 plus, yeah.
I don't know quite what
it's
we...
gonna snow. If it has the texture of snow, you might need to see a medical professional.
I'm
Miss
pretty
18
sure it
plus,
is
so I can
actually
do it.
meant
Hang
to
on.
snow for some places in the UK this weekend.
It better not.
Hang on. I've got to do the
I'm not
radio
going
voice.
anywhere.
If your ejaculate looks like snow or has a snow-like consistency, please go and see your nearest medical professional. Common. I love those kind of things. It almost feels like it's gonna be like an like common side effects include. Fucking love it. Oh, dear me. Yeah, I don't know what plan if we've got any plans, Squid.
I
Have
don't
we got
think
any
we
plans?
do, because it's our wedding anniversary in a couple of weeks. So
Hmm.
we don't really tend to do Valentine's. You'll be at work. So you'll
Me
get
and
home
Pesto don't
about,
really
like,
celebrate it.
I've got I'm part of a raid train tomorrow evening, so I'm going to be streaming until 7.
Nice. We show our love for each other every day of the year, not just once a year.
Now
Are you
that's
guys
gay.
married? We are, Pesto, but Crip didn't send you the
So are you
invite, so
married?
that's probably why you don't
What?
know.
I didn't hear what you said after that because of my outrage. But what, Squid?
But what? But because Pesto wouldn't know that because he didn't get invited to the wedding, did he?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I thought he
Oof.
was making a comment about the fact that you guys mention it quite a lot.
Yeah. I mean, why
I
would
thought
I
that
want
was
to
the
mention my
gist
wife? You
of
know.
that one.
That's going to be you in 7 months' time, though, Queenie.
Oh yeah, I'm already expecting like the next 7 months to be like, oh my god, are you guys getting married this year?
Yeah, we're getting married. We're married already. Yeah.
So how long is it till you get married?
Fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, let me find out the days. Bear with.
You getting married?
Yeah, I did that to Pesto on his stream last night because one of the games during the PlayStation announcement was coming out on the day of our wedding day. I was like, oh, that's our wedding day. And Pesto was like, oh, so I guess I can't play that game on that day then. I was like, well, you can have shitty hotel internet, I guess. Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, I can't spell. I put wamp down, not countdown.
Oh, I was going to make a dig at
Womp
my
dom.
ex, but I couldn't.
Put the spade away.
No.
Hey, put that spade away. No.
It's a trowel, actually.
Whatever fucking implement it is, put it away.
I can't. It's fun.
Skip digging.
I mean, if you
Skip
want an excuse to
digging.
use a trowel, you know, go full Tony Robinson. Dig up your back.
So we've
dig
got
up a local plot of land.
202 days, 16 hours and 51 minutes.
I'm
Nice.
team up
Wow.
on this bitch.
Nice.
Fuck's
So that
sake,
means
Chris.
on Saturday it'll be 200 days.
Party! It's party time.
Yeah, I know, Pesto.
200 days.
You're counting down for a wedding. Me and Pesto are counting down to our cruise next year.
That is true, actually. Yeah, Pesto told me how many days that was the other day, actually.
600 and
No, it wasn't
something?
that many. It was about 400 and something.
Oh.
No, it wasn't that long. So we were going to
63
discuss
weeks. That's where I got the 6 from.
Yes.
meeting partners.
Who would like to go
Oh, yeah.
first?
Go on, as the guest star couple, you go first.
Well, no, it's a bit of an odd one. So I met Squid through an ex-mutual friend at uni. So when I went to uni, I did some work for student council. I met our previously mutual friend. We call her our previous mutual friend because turns out she was an absolute bitch. But yeah, so we met each other through them, and we were good friends for a long period of time. Squid helped me through a very bad, as a good friend of mine, through a very bad relationship. I was with a very abusive woman at the time. Yeah, and then it's sort of just like it's close friendship sort of developed into holy shit, I think we've actually got some more feelings for each other for it. So we started dating long distance. I invited her to come up and come and live with me, or come up this way. We'll try making it like we're both in this for the longer haul. Let's try and make it work short distance rather than just long distance. Got her to move out with me. Never moved out since. Yeah, and it sort of has continued from there. It's been pretty fucking chill. I mean, the proposition was fucking hilarious.
What, the proposal?
We had the proposal, yeah, because we had a really, really big, heavy storm.
It was
It was when we got
the
lots of
Beast
snow.
from the
The
East back in
Beast from the East, yeah.
2018.
It was
And
vicious snow. Uni had been closed for obvious reasons, but for whatever reasons, Squid's workplace hadn't been. So she was like, "Yeah, you still got to go
it
into the
was
shop."
one of 2 shops that were open in St David's that day. So, because myself and one other colleague lived within walking distance, we were the 2 that had to go in. So, like, we donned on all of our gear and stuff, and it's normal. It was like a normal 20-minute walk took us over an hour because it was that bad.
Yeah. I bought a snow spikes because we had the Beast from the East, but we had a bit of snow beforehand. So when that happens, like, yeah, these roads could be vicious. I'm getting a snow spike, so I got some snow spikes for our shoes. Little rubber things that would go over the top. It's quite nice. But yeah, no, it was vicious. Like, it was, as I said, it took so bloody long. And I think we got
into the store, and we were open for like all of 2 hours. And in those 2 hours, we had 2 customers. One was a woman returning a pair of earrings, and the other one was Crip buying my engagement ring.
Yeah. So no, right. You sounded like, oh, I just spent it. No. Right. This was on the Friday. You made the comment of, oh, it'd be really nice to get engaged in the snow. It's so pretty, because where we were in Wales, we live right by the Welsh valleys as well. So we had gorgeous mountain views. And so literally, she mentioned that, and I was sat there like, shit. Because I don't know when we're next going to get snow like this. So it's basically now or never. So, and I'd already spoken to her dad previously, because I know I don't like need permission for it. It's like, I just want to say, like, look, I'm thinking of proposing to Chloe at some point soon. Sorry, I don't know if that came over the microphone. I just did a really big fun. Sorry, lovely romantic story. It's very on brand. It goes enough.
For fuck's sake.
It's been a long day, okay? My body's still getting used to waking up and going to the workshop. Anyway.
Oh my
God. Yeah. Oh, I own up to my gas. It's fine. Squid will yell in a minute when the smell progressively makes its way through to the bedroom. No, but yeah. So
is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what that was. That's gonna be a clip and a half. So
I'm gonna have to go back and clip that.
Yeah, back to how Chloe and I got engaged. So yeah, we did yeah. So I'd already spoke to her dad about it, and I'd spoken to my parents knew about it anyway. But it was like, okay, so suddenly about this, like. And we'd already spoken about wedding rings. I already knew what kind of style she liked and what one she wanted and what her ring size was as well. So I like immediately on the phone. Thanks, Squid. Immediately on the phone going to my parents like, hey, so just so you guys know, I'm going to propose to Chloe. And I have some of my money out of savings so I can buy an engagement ring. Oh, how much do I have to sort it out? And I get onto the phone with her a lot. It's just like, yeah, so don't let her know, obviously, but I'm going to be proposing to Chloe in the next few. So I did all that. Got it all sorted. That was so that was on the Friday you did that, and I went home and started to sort things out. And on the Saturday, I came in with you and I got the ring.
No, you got
And
the
on
ring
the
on the
Sunday,
Friday.
I thought it was a Saturday because it was a Sunday
No.
we went out.
You got the ring on the Friday. And then the Saturday it was closed. And then the Sunday
Was it
we
the
went
Saturday
for the
we
walk.
went out? I can't remember. Yeah.
It was the 4th.
Something like that. But yeah, so Owen was like, well, it's nice weather. Let's go for a walk. You know, it's settled in a bit, obviously. At that point in time, Squid quite like wearing rings. So I deliberately hid every single ring we had of hers in the house, in the flat. She did not notice this. She's like, I can't find my rings. Oh, well. Bless her. Thank you, Coblett. Look at that. Yes, like, here you go. Okay, passes. But no, so didn't know whether notice the rings at all. So did all that, and then it was not eventually, and then we went up. We were in this park. It was a gorgeous park, walking up towards the lake where you actually had a bit more. You know, you had some gorgeous views there, and that's why I wanted to propose to her. And we had a little chat for it. Obviously, I was getting ready, get down on one knee, slip, fall, smash my knee into the ground.
Smooth.
Very smooth. Well, she laughed about it a lot. She married me, so obviously it was smooth enough. But yeah, it was that's how we met and got engaged, and yeah. Well, the wedding's a different conversation. That can go on for hours, so that's probably
We'll do the wedding one another day.
Another episode.
Maybe we'll do a
Yeah.
whole wedding episode after our wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
We'll
like
put
that.
a date in the diary for that.
Trouty, I would have loved to have said I've fallen for you. However, I was too busy going, ow, fuck, because I just smashed my knee into concrete.
What he left out was that there was an
Icy
elderly
concrete,
couple that walked past at the same time, and they just laughed at him and carried on walking.
This is why we
Funny.
don't like old people.
I mean, in all fairness, it was probably revenge from the first night we spent together because, we
different
we
old
gave
couple,
the,
different old couple love. No,
different
we're not.
old couple
we're not,
to clarify,
we're not going
but
down.
old people in general.
That's not a story for stream. Oh, so yeah,
Why does
that's
Crip
our
occasionally
story.
just get a
Well.
green outline on his PNG?
I think it's from his PNG.
Yeah, I don't quite know. It's because it's some of the. Hang on, I know what it is. Right, let me move my. Sorry. So what it is I'm playing. I'm being sneaky. I'm playing a game in the background. Short car.
Daniel,
Oh my lord!
I know,
That is
I know.
disgusting behaviour.
for that, I'm gonna.
Put him on the floor.
Yeah, you have to sit on the
Yeah.
floor.
Get in
On
the
the
bed.
floor, bitch!
On the
Get
floor.
me on the sofa, come on. Give me comfort.
I need to move the dog bed.
Wait,
Hang on.
hang on. I don't think that's my frog.
No, it's my frog.
It's not my frog. I took
No,
the
it's
blame
my
for that
frog.
frog. Yeah. Fuck's sake. I'll sit
She
here.
has a pet
I'll
frog.
sit in it.
You actually fit
Anyway.
quite well in the dog bed.
I do fit quite well in the dog bed. Thank you. I will continue sharpening my knife.
It looks so funny because you look so angry in the dog bed.
How dare you put me in the dog bed? Not place for me. Yeah. Yeah. So what it was, I was just putting because I was moving my mouse. My mouse was going over the window behind everything that was PNG tuber, and that was what was causing it to do the outline.
Are we that boring for you? You have to play a game at the same time.
Well, I talk to you guys most of the time anyway. I like multitasking with it. Sorry.
I talk to you guys all the time. Wow.
Rude.
I'm saying you're so ingrained a part of my life. I enjoy spending time with you guys while I'm doing other things as well. Like, you know?
Well, I'm glad we got Crip on here first. Get him out of the way.
Who's our next guest?
Yeah.
Let me consult the list.
It's baby.
Hey, the bar can only go up from here.
Yeah. Baby will be doing the exact same thing. I know it. He'll be playing Skyrim. I know for a fact.
See, I wish I could do that, but I've
I
got
can't do
OBS.
that.
and I've got mod view open as well, so I'm like watching it. I don't know when I turned into a techie, but I'm watching it from like every angle I can.
Hi, Squid. I'm the reason.
Shut up, you. Which of you two would like to go next?
Go on, Coblett, you go next.
Oh, okay. So it's really boring now, but I met Pesto at work when I was with my ex. And me and Pesto just became friends. My ex was friends with him as well. It's fine. Kind of friends. And I don't know, we'd just stay up. My ex would be playing on Xbox with his friends, and we had a PC, so I used it, and we used to play Halo together until the early hours of the morning. And my ex would get really pissed off because I'd be laughing and having fun, and that wasn't allowed apparently. So that's basically it is a very short story without going into too much detail, but I met him through work, and we just got closer through playing Halo, other video games, and stuff like that. Mr. Steal Your Girl, he literally did, because he did help me through my toxic relationship with my ex.
What I'm establishing here
literally
is
steal
that
me.
what I'm establishing here is like between, because you had the same with me, you've had the same with you, me and Squid, you and Pesto. It's like just be supportive of a friend who needs it, and if they, if it develops into something more, it'll develop into something more. But just friends first. It works.
Yeah, we'd go to like theme parks with like his friends. So RJ, Parky. We'd go to theme parks with him. We did like a Scarefest one. That was really fun. And that's when it all went downhill for me and my ex, but it's fine. Look where I am now. Much better, much happier.
That on a sofa.
So much better. I mean, I didn't know
Sat on
you
the
before,
sofa.
but yoink.
Literally, it's because I think when I first started working where I did, I had a bright yellow, like pixie bowl cut type thing. It was a look. It looked really cool in my opinion because I would actually wear makeup and make an effort to look decent for work. And apparently that's when Pesto was just like, yes, I like this woman. She's cool. And he would actually appreciate my different hair colors and my tattoos and my piercings, whereas my ex and his family were just like, oh, is that gonna, like, when I had, this is going off topic, this is my last sentence, I promise. When I had a tattoo of my dog, who unfortunately is now no longer with us, they were like, oh, is that gonna be your last one? And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I just had this for my dog, who is still alive at that point, but come on. It was so rude.
I just would have turned around and been like, and it's your fucking business where?
Oh, and I just said, no. I was like, no, this is just the start. I'm going to get so many more now. One, to spite you, and two, because I actually want more.
And you just had one done on your leg.
Two.
Oh yeah, no, you had two.
Yeah. I had a dash bun and the start of a leg sleeve. Well, people are like, oh, it's a trouser. It's a leg sleeve.
My mum said that when I told her about your tattoo. She was like, so isn't that technically a trouser leg? And I'm like, no, mum.
Like, technically, yes, it's a leg sleeve is technically a trouser, but I could call it a legging or a jegging.
You can only call it a jegging if you get denim. But
Maybe
you can only call it a
Huh?
jegging if you get tattooed in the jegging region of France. Otherwise, it's just a sparkling leg sleeve.
But yeah, I have my next one planned in April, so I'm very excited to get my leg going.
Nice.
But yeah, off tangent a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like it.
You only like it because I left my ex.
Yeah, because he's a word I cannot say on stream.
He says, see you next Tuesday.
Yeah,
A croissant.
a croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant. Anything you like, Carl Weezer.
Croissant.
Hi, Jimmy Smith.
Queenie, you're next.
Yeah, Queenie.
Okay, I will try and do the short version and try not to bore people.
Break it down for us.
I'll break it down.
Sorry, you'll break it down.
Break it down. Break it down. Break it down.
Like,
Excuse me. And stop it, Trouty! Stop, Trouty! Stop.
I
twirling
love
at
that
me.
emote.
Trout
Being
miss.
ridiculous.
Troopers.
So, oh, for fuck's sake! The story's never going to start with you two.
Troutimus.
I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna close my eyes. Kev is not helping. So I decided to start streaming Spyro on Sundays, and I got to the end of my stream, and I was like, right, chat, let's see who we can raid, and usually I raid somebody obviously that I knew and that I already followed, but there wasn't really anybody on at all that afternoon. So I was like, fuck it, guys, you know what? Let's raid somebody that's also playing Spyro. Let's raid somebody completely new that I haven't done in a very, very long time. And so I typed in Spyro onto Twitch, and there was only two other British streamers that were streaming Spyro at the same time. The other one didn't have a face cam, wasn't talking. So I was like, oh, we're not going to raid them. And then Bateman was streaming. And I was like, oh, this guy seems really cool. He's streaming Spyro as well. So let's go raid into him. And so we raided into him. And I remember Trouty followed at the same time. Obviously, I followed and subbed. So I was like, this guy seems really cool. Let's support him. Let's give him a sub. And then it ended up becoming our Sunday raids for 2 to 3 weeks. So we always raided into Bateman because he was also streaming Spyro on a Sunday. And then it's about a month later, he was streaming Phasmo on a Saturday. I think it was Dem and Kev that he was playing with. So he had a spot free. And I just said, oh, do you mind if I join? Because I have Phasmo. And he was like, oh, guys, do you mind if Queenie joins? And then they were like, who the fuck is Queenie? Because I didn't know who I was at the time, obviously. And they were like, and obviously Bateman was like, no, she's cool. We've been playing Spyro. She's cool. I can vouch for her. And so I'm getting through this as best I can without looking at them two. Like, you will not defeat me with your twerky butt emotes. And yeah, so I was chilling with them, playing Phasmo. And then I think it was the following weekend, He's been timed out.
Oh, Trouty. Oh,
That's
Trouty.
so
Bless
funny.
you.
That's so funny.
Damn it, stream elements.
That's so funny. And then it was one random evening, me, Kev, and Strange were doing drunk Cards Against Humanity. And me and Bateman had quite a bit to drink, and we were sort of flirty texting on the side, and that's how it all started. And then we met up, and it all went from there. And now we get married in September.
And it's going to be one hell of a party.
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh,
So yeah,
big stretch.
It was
Oh.
quite interesting when I remember telling my nan, oh yeah, I met a guy on Twitch. I met him 3 months ago. He lives in Wales. I'm moving in with him. What the fuck?
I mean, that sounds, from what I've heard about your nan, that sounds very much like something she would indeed
Yeah,
say.
she 100% did. She was like, why being a silly bitch?
I mean, I technically moved in with Pesto. What was it? A month?
6
He's not
months for
listening.
me and Crip.
Well, I stayed with him for a couple of nights whilst my ex was still at our house. And because I couldn't go back to my parents because they were 45 minutes away and that was too far for me to drive, especially when I didn't have a car.
Mm.
So I couldn't get to work. So I just stayed with Pesto. And then I got my own flat, but I didn't feel very safe in the area. So I basically moved in with him after like 2 or 3 months of having my own flat. Luckily, the landlord was really understanding, and I couldn't really afford it myself anyway. So luckily, she let me end my contract early, and I just moved in with him immediately, basically. Told my parents I was staying in the spare room.
Bollocks, did ya?
No, I didn't.
No, we all know you didn't.
I slept on the sofa. I promise.
It's the things you tell your parents when you're first going out with someone, like just to ease their mind. Like when the first time I travelled to Cardiff to meet Crip, my parents were like, no, we want you to stay in a hotel for at least the first couple of nights, just so that you know that you get along and like there's like no issues. And it's like, okay, but I'm not going to be on my own. You said you said hotel. You didn't say I had to be on my own.
It was
I
actually
think
Trouty. That is quite funny because I think it was literally the November. I said to Trouty, I said, right, no more meeting guys on Twitch. No more. Not one. I was like, you have every permission to slap me if I tell you I've met any more guys on Twitch. And Trouty was like, okay, yep, 100%. And then literally it was the March, and I went, so Trouty, I've met a guy. So literally 5 months later, I was like, so I've met a guy on Twitch. I was like, but this one's different. He was like, sure.
This one's different. I can change him, I swear. We wouldn't want to change Bateman for the world.
There's nothing I'd want to change about him.
We love Bateman.
Apart from maybe his farts.
He could do with a haircut, but
No, you get that.
Nah.
You stuck with that. Like farts,
Nah.
you're fucking stuck with.
Had my frying pan ready.
the haircut thing is okay because Queenie also admits that he needs a haircut.
He just needs a slight trim, but he won't let me cut it. I was going to do it at the weekend,
yeah.
but he just casually was like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll wash it on during the week." It's like, oh,
I didn't mean chop it all off. You just need a trim.
no, he
ends are a
doesn't
little
even
bit
trust me
straggly.
to trim it. He says he does, but I know he doesn't. And then I was like, right,
thanks,
well, let's
Kev.
book you a hairdresser, and he won't do that either. So,
Fuck's sake. What's it?
no, Bateman would cry. He would actually cry.
Yeah, he
Part of me
would,
misses my shaved head.
Well,
I won't shave it.
I was like, you can shave your own head if you want.
No, I know, but like part of me misses having a shaved head because it's just easy. But I won't. I don't like how it looks on me.
I do love how your hair is at the moment, though.
It's pretty.
Same. I am very happy. I'm very happy
It is good
with
hair.
It's good hair.
Good hair.
I
It is
love how you
hair.
just described that. It's good hair.
Good hair.
Try don't because she would buzz it.
Coblett is very easily influenced. Do not start this.
I've done it twice already. Like,
Shall
don't
we?
need to
Just
change
don't
the
tip
colour.
Bateman, it makes your head smooth.
no.
Eh?
I like the colour. Smooth head.
Smooth head. Oh, a bit like the Bateman egg. Do we have an Am I the Asshole post?
Oh, I do.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So, before you start, when
Mhm.
Trouty said, just don't Bateman it, I misread it. It's just don't Batman it. And all I could think of was blooming George Clooney's Batman with a full latex mask where he just can't turn his head, so his whole shoulder torso turn.
Especially in that
I know,
one
I had
scene
that.
where they do the reveal of him and Robin and he has to turn his full body around.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's one of my favourite
Beautiful.
Batman, those ones. Sorry. Go on.
That one and the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger in. What's that one? Batman. So Batman
Beyond.
and Robin,
I think that
and
was
then
Batman
Batman
Beyond, because that's
Forever,
one. No, it might be Batman Forever, yeah.
where he's Mr. Freeze.
Coblett, what are you doing? Your dog keeps going weird.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
She's phasing in and out of existence.
Hang on, are you playing Nikki still?
No.
That's a lie! That's a full-on lie!
Billy, I'm playing a
Just
game
can't
that's
get
not
the
going to
staff
interrupt.
these days, can you, Queenie?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Well, I
sorry.
finished now.
That's what you were shouting from the other room. See, Bateman had to correct me.
Thank you, Trouty. I was convinced.
She's still doing it.
I'm not
It's
playing.
still
I
happening.
promise.
It just
can
happened again! Don't you lie to me, child.
I'm not playing it. It's closed.
Okay. Oh, just quickly clean my glasses. Got to get all serious for the post.
It's not Steam, Trouty, it's Epic.
No. Do not remove my bed.
It's only been 3 minutes. She's got another
Okay.
7 yet.
Am I the arsehole for taking my
Yes.
girlfriend's
No.
lasagna home when she said I could?
What?
Okay.
Okay.
That's how
Okay.
consent
I'll go into more
works.
context. So, my girlfriend and I are both college students. She lives in an apartment on her own, and I live with my parents. On Sunday, my girlfriend made homemade lasagna for our date night. She made everything from scratch, including the noodles. It was really good. So, after we finished, I asked her if I could take home the lasagna for my family to try. She said yes. When I left that night, I took the tray of lasagna with me. My girlfriend didn't walk me out, so she didn't see me take the whole tray. On Monday, I got a text from my girlfriend asking where her lasagna was. I told her I had taken it home from my family. She said, I thought you were going to take some, not the whole thing. I spent most of my food budget for the week on that with the intention to eat leftovers for the rest of the week. Now I don't know what I'm going to eat. I felt bad and apologised, but pointed out that I had asked her if I could take it home, and she didn't tell me that I couldn't take the whole tray. She said it should have been obvious that I shouldn't take the whole thing since the tray was so big. To be fair to her, it was a really big tray. My family of 5 only just finished the tray yesterday after eating it for dinner both nights. But I don't think the size of the tray makes it obvious that I shouldn't have taken it. Monday night and last night, my girlfriend complained that she had to eat instant noodles for dinner so that she wouldn't blow her food budget. Today, she is asking me if I can buy her a sandwich since I took her leftovers for the week. It sucks that she spent her food budget on the lasagna, but I think that it is her fault for not being clear that I shouldn't have taken the whole thing. I don't think she is justified in asking me to buy her lunch because of it. She called me an asshole for not willing to help her out. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Right. If I may.
Mm-hmm.
You may.
You may.
Thank you. Also, not an arsehole for taking the whole tray of lasagna,
Yep.
because I would 100% do that. I'm glad Squid clarified stuff with me. She knows I can eat stuff. I've had to I'll have double portions for lunch
Yeah, oh yeah.
when I'm at work. But the way he handled it was just disgusting. And then to go on like okay, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise that. I'm sorry, you know, like fair enough. She was kind of harping on about it with the food budget a bit, which again I can understand if you're in that kind of situation, but then also if you're looking after that kind of thing to that scale, you should very much be a case of, yeah, I'm not going to. You can have a slice, but I need that for the week. You should be vigilant enough to know that's your food for the week.
But hang on, didn't she tell him before that that was her food for the week?
No,
No, she didn't.
Oh, I thought she
she only
did.
told him afterwards.
No, it wasn't until after she'd noticed on the Monday when she went to go and cook some leftovers for her dinner that the whole tray had gone.
I mean, the fact that it's kind of like common sense. If there is a massive tray of it, you don't take the whole thing, or you ask how much you can take.
Yes,
Like, it's
and
a
no,
bit cheeky taking a massive
I kind
tray.
of get it a bit cheeky, but then again, Squid,
but,
the amount
like,
of times you
if
come
it-
home from your parents' place with a metric ton of food.
Yeah, but the difference is we don't take it; they give it to us. And
But
we
that's what I
don't.
mean. It's like the volume,
That's
of it.
different to this guy taking the leftovers that his girlfriend prepared from scratch to feed the rest of his family.
Yeah, because I'm not being funny. It quite clearly says at the top there as well, like she lives in an apartment on her own. I live with my parents. So he's in a position where he can probably have whatever he wants whenever he wants without having to worry about costing.
Yeah.
So in fairness, even if she didn't make it clear that it was her lunch for the week,
Yeah.
which she kind of should have done,
Oh,
so
she
that's
should
kind
have
of
done,
on
yeah.
her.
I mean,
That is kind of
yeah.
on her. But even with the misunderstanding, he could have easily have gone,
Mm.
oh shit, yeah, right. My
Yeah.
parents can just quickly whip her up some pasta or something as an apology for the
Yeah,
rest of the
I
week.
was going to,
Or
yeah,
something
Yeah.
like that, because he's in a place where he could easily eat whatever he wants at his family's house for the rest of the week, and she can't even have a fucking sandwich.
Well, I mean, we don't know. I'm not
I
defending
would-
his behaviour. I want to clarify. We don't know his family situation. But for me, the biggest dickhead thing with it is a dickhead, arsehole, whatever. It's not so much the look like the take lasagna. Okay, I see what that is a big problem, 100%. But it's also a case of you can see both sides of it on that one.
But
But
also
when
as
they're like,
well,
oh, could you buy me a sandwich for lunch? She goes, but you didn't. It's like fucking like. Never mind that. If anyone blooming ass like, oh yeah, I'm really fucking hungry. Like, I don't have money for food at the moment. It's like, oh, do you want me to get you a like? It's not even. In fact, it's his girlfriend having to ask for food. It's just like she deserves better.
I'm-
I'm
than him.
also not
tempted
being
to go-
funny.
Go on.
Sorry, my love, but like as well, where it says Monday night and last night. So it took his family 2 nights to eat the bloody thing. So when on the Monday, she obviously then said,
Yeah.
oh, that was, why did he not then take the rest of it back to hers on the Tuesday? So she then could have continued eating it the rest of the week. They then
Yeah.
Or for as long
continued to
as she
still
could have.
eat it the next day. So that's more of an asshole thing to do by then going, oh, well, shit, you already gave it to me, and then didn't even give her it back. He then still kept it for his family. That's
Red
a
flag, guys.
dickhead
We
move.
need big red flag. Big red flag.
Big red flag.
Get out, girl.
Get rid
Get
of
out
him.
where you can.
Get rid of him.
I agree with
Kick him to the
Pesto.
curb.
He should know what her money
Well,
situation is.
Yeah,
it
that's true.
depends
I'd
how
say
much
that-
He should have
attention
been
he
like, "Oh, are
actually
you
pays.
sure?"
Because
Yeah.
judging by the sounds of it, he doesn't know how much she struggles. Because like this is just what I'm going by from what it sounds like. It sounds like to me that he's still living at home with his parents, which he said, and he doesn't really like understand the cost of everything. Which is why when she asked him to buy her lunch, he was like, "No. Why should I?
It's just
Yeah.
lunch. Oh, yeah.
It's just lunch." Definite arsehole. Definite arsehole.
Oh,
yeah.
She should have
100%.
made a point of saying, it's like it's on the one hand she should have made a point of saying only take a little bit, but on the other hand she probably felt like she didn't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
She
even-
didn't
but
think that
she
he would take it
did.
all.
24 hours later, and it still took the family 48 hours to eat it. So he still had 24 hours to have given her half of that food back, and he still chose not to. And that's the bit for me that's annoyed me. That's pissed me off.
Dem said,
suppose
what
it
are
could
their
be,
ages? Also, hello. Hi,
It
Dem.
doesn't say, I'm afraid. I'm because it says college students. I'm guessing obviously between 18 and 21.
Yeah.
So
but then
quite
I
young.
suppose what I pick up is it could also be, again, not defending the behaviour, but difference in upbringing. Like the amount of time, what was it, Squid? The amount of times you get frustrated at me for saying six or 1.5 dozen. No, 6 of
When
one.
we
without having
first
to
got together,
explain.
yeah. But now I've started saying
That's my
'cause-
point. It's like early on in the relationship, depending how far in on it, they can. That's right. Yes, I agree with you on that. Yeah, you can have that difference of upbringing or background that means that you've got a difference in your point of reference. So when it could be a case of if he's always had plenty, it's like, oh yeah, just take that from the fridge, cool, meaning have the whole thing. Where in her mind, it's oh, have one portion, you know.
Yeah, but even going by that logic, if she's of a different like upbringing or culture or whatever, he should have had the common sense to double check how much he could take.
I mean, yeah, he should have had the
Because
common sense.
from the sounds of it, that was a considerably large amount of lasagna that was there. Unless he thinks he's fucking Garfield and is just like, give me that lasagna, I want that lasagna. Man has issues.
Yeah.
But Reddit has determined, yes, you are the arsehole. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Agreed.
With one person like, yes, you're the arsehole, big time. Let's unpack this shit case. And they put, you say it took 2 days / dinners of a family of 5 to eat the whole thing. That is a lot of food, and common sense should tell you that's pretty rude to take that much. Keep in mind, according to that math, you've taken 10 whole meals from your poor girlfriend. And now she's eaten only instant noodles, which is only 300 calories, almost 0 vitamins and minerals. Your girlfriend is literally starving and you refuse to buy her a sandwich. Forget the fact that is all your fault. Who is this in general? Who does that in general? Even if it was her fault, you're fine with her literally starving. And who the fuck doesn't return it after she even pointed out her own mistake?
See, I wonder if he's going to go to another step, because a lasagna that size, you make it straight in a dish. What if he does not return her lasagna dish?
Bigger asshole.
I can imagine that's. I mean, they're American, so it's probably not pirate.
Are we really going into what material a lasagna dish will be?
Charity, what do you make lasagnas in? Do you go, well, and Dem, do you use Pyrex dishes or do you use Tupperware?
You do not put Tupperware in the oven.
If it's glass Tupperware.
That's true.
Oh, there you go. Dem said keep the bed.
But Kev's got it right. Like, a good lasagna dish is expensive. Like it could have been a generation. Like, if she's making lasagna that's big enough for 10 people, like that's a huge cake pan type. So it's a proper.
Could have been her grandma's lasagna dish.
Exactly. I am more concerned about the fact that that man clearly took what is, given her financial situation, it was either a gift or an heirloom dish. And something of that size and that quality will have had some form of significant sentimental value. Justice for the lasagna dish. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Exactly, Kev. Exactly. I got so excited when I find the proper borosilicate Pyrex jugs, and I got us some for home because I've been trying to find some really nice proper borosilicate jugs for ages.
So I'm gonna do a thing, and to give everyone like context of what. No, I don't want that one. I will show you the kind of dish that I picture when I hear it. I'm just gonna have a fucking Pyrex dish on this now. Okay, why did you
Put
not
Crip in the
save?
Pyrex dish.
Well, that's if it will save. For some reason, it didn't save. Save image. Ah, that's because it went in there.
Ah,
Saved it in the wrong folder.
gotcha, I think.
No, it's not the worst thing I've Googled. This is not wanting to work. Fine, it doesn't want to work. But if you Google a Pyrex baking glass dish, the one I've pictured is the 4.5 litre one. So like the huge, massive one.
Yeah. Those are expensive. I'd love to get one of them first.
We have one downstairs.
Oh yeah, we do. I have a proper Pyrex bit. I got something stuck in my teeth. I've opened the fruit gums.
Fruit gums! Because they're all saving
Okay,
as the
Amber.
wrong format and I can't be bothered to deal with that tonight. But
Well.
yeah.
Okay, Amber, my gums are indeed being fruited.
Yes, fruit the gum.
I'm fruiting my gums. I've still got that mental image in my head. I said before the podcast. I made a faux pas before the podcast. I was saying, "Oh, I've got fruit gums. Yeah, I gotta have my fruit gums. I'm gonna fruit my gum." But so I was just saying,
Because
I
you're
can
worth
imagine
it.
this is like because I'm worth it. I'm imagining this is like an advert for like a sparkling water flavored sparkling, like LaCroix, I think in America, but that kind of thing where it's just like a baseball pitcher, fucking melts a lemon or an orange or some similar fruit into someone's mouth. But instead of like causing the blunt force trauma you'd normally expect, it just explodes into juice around them. And for
I
whatever reason,
think
I've just got the idea that's
the
fruit your
American
gums.
Pyrex is made from a different material to the European Pyrex.
Yeah, American Pyrex is a soda glass, which is much less heat resistant, whereas European Pyrex is borosilicate. I know far too much about the fragmentation of the Pyrex company and the impact on glass quality across the Pacific Ocean.
That was definitely a sentence.
It was indeed a sentence.
Yeah.
I've no idea what you said. I just heard Pyrex. Literally.
Fine. I'll save it for another podcast.
No, where's that gif of Joe Biden?
Wow.
The one I send when Crip talks about intellectual stuff I don't know. It's a compliment, Crip.
I'm sure it is.
It is, because it just shows that I'm dumb. So I don't understand a word.
Yeah.
It's like that, Frank. I just sink into the chair.
Bye, Queenie.
Bye.
Your hair is transparent. Hang on.
Thank you.
Queenie's in fact a ghost.
Is this where you've lost her and you
Well-
can't get it back on screen now?
I was going to
No,
make a
I didn't let
terrible
go,
joke
otherwise I
there.
would have.
Queenie has not yet returned. Oh, hi, Queenie. You're back. Queenie, return.
I had to hold back from doing so many terrible jokes there.
Oh, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like I'm so tired. Last week we did questions for like Queenie question time. Crip's gonna hate me for this. Does anyone have questions for Crip?
I was gonna say
No.
let's do question time with Crit.
Okay,
You've
yeah,
read my
questions time for Crip.
mind.
Go for it.
Hi Jelly, how you doing? Welcome in.
Jelly!
You're here for question time with Crit.
Ask Crip questions. Oh God, Dem's got a question. When you shoot.
I
Oh,
knew that was gonna be it. I knew that was gonna be the
Do you know
first
what? When I'm
question.
not pulling overtime in with my new job because I'm currently fucking. I'm working at a place where now
Valid
when we're
question.
building amphibious vehicles. And we have got an engine from Italy and a transmission from America, and I'm having to go through all of the documentation and figure out how the fuck they're supposed to be wired. It is ridiculous. So maybe once I've finished that, I'm not having to do overtime at the moment.
I
Is
mean,
my
you
box
could
made
always
a UK park?
stream
That's
on
good.
Sunday when we play Gang Beasts as a group.
I could possibly.
You could join myself and Bateman in our shared chat.
I could. Is the box made of UK Pyrex? No, it used to house. It's a dual lined triple layer cardboard box. It was got off a really, really nice speaker that was shipped all the way from Austria, and yeah, it's just really, really comfortable and solid to wear. So there you go.
Oh no, I can hear pesto type.
Tabbity,
Of course it will. Right. Hey, I spent enough years in manufacturing with audio kit. I know what a good quality box is like. I know you need to make. So Trouty's got a question as well. No, but yeah, Pesto. This is me. I'm not going to say just cardboard. I'm going to say it's what kind of cardboard it is. I'm going to give you that. I will give you the fucking GSM if you really want. God. How was the box manufactured? Well, you'd have to get a tour of a box making factory to find that answer out.
I was hoping I had it saved on my phone, the picture I have of Crip in a box, but I can't find it. I think it's on my Facebook, not on my phone.
Yes, the CripInABox origin. Well, Trouty has a question, and Pesto has a question. I think.
Mine's a two-part question.
Oh Lord. Okay, go on.
Have you? Well, actually, it's a three-part question.
Any more for any more? Multi-part question. Go on.
Yeah. Have you read the Hobbit book?
Yes.
Have you seen the Hobbit films?
Yes.
Do you prefer the books or the films? There you go.
This is going to feed into my standard answer for that.
Okay.
Is that I'll tell you this because I've had to pull about multiple boxes. Not boxes, films. Head's still on box. Still thinking about cardboard. No, so it's my something. A lot of books that become films for me normally fit into one of three categories: either really fucking good adaptions,
Yeah.
which stay really true to the source material, work really, really well with the source material, or supplement it in some way. Good films which tell the story well, but maybe don't necessarily go for the source material in the same way, or bad films, or films that damage or are like really shit towards the source material. And I can tolerate the first two categories. The third one, where it's just like, come on, like particularly if I'm a fan of the source material, like the Mortal Engines film for me was just, I love the Mortal Engines books. Like they're one of my favorite books of all time.
And we've already
Series of all
agreed we've
times.
put Borderlands as a game adaptation in that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my things. Like, never mind just book,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, don't start trap. Do you know? Right. Do you know what? Again, as a lover of Aragon, that for me falls very much in the second category. It was not a good Aragon adaptation from the books. It was a good fantasy film by itself. And it was borderline. There were definitely things they could have done better, but it teed itself up for what was supposed to be a 4-part series of films, but it never was going to get out of that. And this is one completely separate soapbox for maybe another time. But you've got to take a lot of those kinds of productions with a pinch of salt, and you've got to see them for, are they good adaptations of the story, or are they adaptations for the pure source material? If you're only after the pure source material, just read the original source material, play the original games, whatever. You're never going to get a perfect recreation of that. If you're okay with a bit of direction, great. If you're not, but you're happy with the story, that's what. And so for me, The Hobbit, the books and the films, it sort of sits between that faithful to the source material, but also its own good story. It's like on that line for me, where the story is told true enough to its origins that the additional stuff they supplement and the way they change sort of the source material works well for its context as a film adaptation. So, long answer.
Yeah, no, because it's the thing, because me and Bateman both kind of agreed that the Hobbit book, he's an amazing lore teller, but not so much an amazing writer.
They walk.
Personally, that I know it's a bit of an opinion.
An opinion. No, I do get what you mean though. But then
I
again,
think he's made a fantastic world and the lore to a T. But I just think it wasn't explained the way that maybe he wanted it to. I actually think the Hobbit films done it justice. I think personally for me.
But I agree with you to a certain extent, but then I would also consider the element that they are based around. I mean, you've got the Silmarillion, you've got the Hobbit, obviously,
and Thorin Oakenshield. Oh, carry on.
Yeah. And then you've also got the Lord of the Rings books as well. The best way I can describe it is if you take Terry Pratchett's books, for example, and his books, he has so many, but you're never going to fully. Well, you can read them all. Go for it.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you can read them all. But they all play, like, even the ones that are in different series in different parts of the universe, they all interlink together. And there's a reason why my dad's a massive Terry Pratchett fan. There's a reason why there is a recommended reading order for it, because there are other books that make more sense and actually have more context, maybe the wrong word, but they have more to them, and you get more on the sense of, oh, this actually, this actually really adds to what I am now reading. If you read them in that order, if you don't, unfortunately, you never had that luxury when he was writing them because he wrote them all in so many different orders. But you have that added element of world building that works really, really, really well. And I think for stuff like, also, I do agree with you there, actually, Dem. I have a big problem with films that both ways. Films that should have been 2 films versus films that should only multiple films that should only be 1. But yeah, it's that kind of thing. If they add to, yes, he's an amazing lore teller, and he builds that world. And when you read them, if you reread them, obviously, with knowing what you know about the world, it does make the story a lot better and a lot more, not digestible, but it gives you that element of the lore that you're discovering and reading. That you find. Like, I always love reading my favorite books multiple times. You're always going to find something new. And having that extra lore that you get from the other books gives you that context to actually be able to appreciate it in a different way.
I'm always rereading books.
Oh, yeah. Right. That's Queenie's question. Trouty has a 2-part question, I think.
Wait, that was just one question?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, because I wasn't sure on the first 2 whether he'd be able to answer my actual question, so it kind of had to be a 3-parter.
There we go.
And I am being a real simp for Thorin Oakenshield, but Bateman knows that, it's fine.
I don't blame you though.
Mhm. Mhm.
No.
That's what I was trying to say, Dem. That's basically
She
what me and
literally
Bates
just
said.
said that.
That's what I said. I
What?
swear to
What?
God.
That is what she said.
That's what I said. This man, I swear to God.
I stand by my previous statement.
While we wait for other people to send their questions in, I've spied Wick as lurking. I have reason for this. I don't normally call people out, but I want to know, has Wicker heard the news of the House of Night?
I don't know. Probably better DM him that one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do top and bottom. 100%
Oh, I thought that was the
top,
question.
I thought you were top or
That was
bottom.
his question, whether he was a top or a bottom.
Both. He is both.
I'm more of a top, I'd say.
Yeah, more of a top, but you don't complain.
Oh
No, but
God.
it's an element of still. That's a different conversation for another time.
Oh my God Almighty.
As for how confident I am in the Eragon TV series, I think Eragon is definitely one of those things that would work better as a TV. I mean, I do have a problem with the amount of series these days. Back in my day, no, there is an element of there are a lot of things.
Hang on,
getting
Trouty's in ads.
adaptations
Trouty's in ads.
into-
Give him a minute.
Oh, yep, yeah, okay, go on. Wants to get the answer. He wants to give Trouty the answer he deserves.
I mean, he wouldn't be
What's
in
the
ads if
answer
he
he
subbed,
wanted?
but that's just saying.
In
Can't hear
his
you, so he's an
defence, he's currently out of work, so we'll give him this month
No,
off.
I know.
And he is saving for a plane ticket, so maybe we'll let him off the next few months. If it wasn't close to my payday, I would do it for him, but I am skint. I've never felt more skint this month.
Oh, damn!
Oh, damn!
Thank you, damn! Trouty, enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the Squid Squad. I need to change that because it's fucking mouthful to say.
If Trouty now refreshes, the ad will stop. I bet you can't hear
Trouty,
to know
refresh.
You can't hear us. He's an ad.
No, oh, my OBS is being a pain. My OBS is being a complete pain. It's like sign in. No, I don't need to sign in. You're
I
on
am
my...
signed in. I'm
I
streaming.
am signed in. I'm streaming. OBS is weird at the moment.
He's got you there.
He's got, yeah.
Now you can answer his
Give your
question though.
Yeah.
Can you
So-
remember what it was?
Yes, it was about the Eragon TV series. So
Okay.
I think Eragon's definitely one. First of all, I think it's one of those ones that would benefit from being a TV series.
You
That
already
was one of my
answered
things
that,
that I
right?
did. Yeah, I'm. We've already established this strategy. I'm very much top. Yeah, it's one of those ones that I can appreciate. It's the confused that the actual content itself is better suited for a TV show than a film. I think that's part of the reason why it didn't necessarily work as a film in this. I mean, apart from the other issues that were there, but it didn't work too well as a film. It's because of a lot of stuff to try and squash into a TV show. Now I have problems with a lot of stuff where it's like, oh, we're gonna make a TV show when really it should have been a film. Different conversation for a different time. So I'm excited to see it actually have the chance to be done justice properly. I'm hesitant, shall we say? I think it's going to be. I mean, How do I describe
Thank you,
it?
Dam. Enjoy your emotes.
Yeah,
I need
all
to
of
make
the
some more,
emotes.
actually.
Like, we know what some of the casting choices are, I believe, or at least some of the at least some of the ones. I'm very glad. Well, I say very glad. I'm very excited, and I very much love
Those two.
for Jeremy Irons to return as Brom. I'm optimistic. I would love him to, but I think it's very high level at the moment. We don't really have any confirmation with it. I think if they do it right, it could be it could be a really, really good one for it. And also as well, like you've got a lot of content. You've got the first book. You've got the four books in the inheritance cycle: Aragon, Eldest, Brasinga, Inheritance. You've then got the Tales of Agracia book as well, and then you've also got the new one that's just come out, which is the Night Arc. So there's a lot of content, and I think it could be, if they do it well, it is going to be fucking good. There's obviously the danger that they could do it poorly, but to be honest, I'm more worried they're going to. Okay, controversial take here. I'm more worried they're going to do what they did with the Avatar: Last Airbender live action TV series, where it is a mediocre retelling, missing out on key elements that actually made the original story good, and as it not waters down, but like doesn't necessarily do it justice, if that makes sense. So I can like, if it's a shit show, it's going to be shit. Like there's nothing we can do about it. I don't think it will be to a certain extent. Still better than the movie that doesn't exist. As I said, as a standalone fantasy movie, I can get along with it. But, and that's the thing, is there's a lot of content to try and squash into a film. I think if it's done correctly, it'll be great. I just worry it'll be mediocre. I'm sorry, I'm boring you.
No, it's a
it's
horse
that.
biting half of a heart because the jelly beans
It
just stopped. I
doesn't
didn't
look like
want
a
to.
heart.
Oh, okay.
Don't interrupt.
I
It
don't have
doesn't look
Blapple's
like a
half, so I
heart.
can't do it.
Jelly knew what they were doing.
Oh, 100%.
I
I'm
only
here for
have.
it.
This is
Oh
a
yeah, no,
heart.
that one. No, that is sorry. That's an abomination. M. Night Shyamalan. Right. Another controversial opinion, one on the box. M. Night Shyamalan is overrated.
I love the shark one.
Yeah, overrated. But yeah, I see. I think the yeah, it's the thing is, like, as a TV show, it's all right. But then again, also as well, the Avatar Last Airbender TV show, the live action one, we already had a really good TV show. It was the original anime.
Was fine.
The anime was great. Legend of Korra was acceptable. We don't need more. Give us Avatar Kyoshi. Give us one. Go for it. You know, any of those origin ones. There's so many stories you could tell in that universe.
Why are we being oi-oid?
I'm on a soapbox. Get used to it.
Oh, just surprised you don't know. As you know, I'm not going to say it.
Sorry, what was that? Go on.
No. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Is this not Twitch friendly, or?
No, I just don't want you to do it.
Oh, come on, you got to tell me now.
I was going to say, at least you're not playing your soapbox music.
No, I'm not. I won't play my soapbox music. That would be rude. And being rude is not something you want of any of your podcasts.
No, there is
take this man thing off.
Man thing.
Oh, got the word for soundboard.
Oh.
You thought you forgot the word for soundboard, so instead it was a man thing.
Yeah. Well, it was man's thing, and then I was like, yeah.
Man's thing. Okay.
Man's thing.
I'm tired, all right. Leave me
It's a
alone.
man's thing, yeah, innit? Innit, Brev? It's a man's thing.
Never say that
Man's ting.
ever again. Please. I
Which
beg.
one, man's ting or innit, Brev?
Both.
Both.
That's fair. That's fair.
Beans wants to see the piggies. If I can find my fucking mouse. Piggies. And it does this every flipping time. Are you gonna
No,
do
Beans, you're just going to look out into the ocean.
I think Bosco
Hope you
is
can
still
swim.
hiding. He had to have his cysty thing drained again.
Yeah.
But he's doing better.
A lot better.
Good.
I have, speaking of emotes, I have an emote that I want to make, an animated one.
Yeah.
It's, you know, when our guinea pigs rumble strut, we say it looks like they're doing the lambada and they're shaking their butt. I want to do a guinea pig shaking its butt.
Yeah.
So it'll be like big butt at the front.
Oh no, Trouty's been something.
Oh, God.
You said big butt.
Yeah.
What was that? Would you like to talk about that other topic quickly before we wrap up? Before that you mentioned?
Oh yeah, it's almost Crip's bedtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that the
What?
topic?
What was the other question?
What other question?
You said there was another question.
From who?
I don't know it.
She said
The other
topic.
topic.
Oh, the other
Topic.
topic. What was the other topic?
That you said you wanted to mention with Crip.
Oh no, we'll do that on another one. I'm too tired to do that one now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for being memorable.
No, it's fine. It's so basically. Oh, fuck it! You started me now.
There we go.
I've
started her.
I wanted to bring up with Crip because where he's suffered a lot with his mental health in the past year, and at his old job he had to have several months off work because of it. I did some work with someone over the summer, and they had a whole thing on resilience and how do you bounce back after doing something like that. And the way that they kind of explained it, and I wrote it down because I thought it was fucking beautiful, was our brain has like two parts. You have the reptilian part of your brain and the autonomous part of your brain. So like, and it's kind of like Bruce Banner and the Hulk. So you've got like one part of your brain that deals with logic and all of that kind of stuff, and then you've got the other part that's like the breathing and all of that. And I'm probably messing it up in everything. And Crip will probably correct me. But it's interesting to find out how everyone kind of like pops up their resilience, if that makes sense. Like when you've had a really stressful day, it drops out. Like say you've got a bucket. And if you're having a really hard time, it will just drain. And some people will say it feels like they've got a hole in theirs because whatever they do, it just doesn't fill up. So it's like, what kind of things do you do that help you unwind and kind of recharge so that you're ready? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like, mental health is an important thing, and especially given the way in which certain things are, that's as much as I'm going to say on that. I just thought it might be nice if we kind of share, as we're wrapping up, share things that we do that help us recharge and kind of make us feel like we're ready to kind of tackle.
Yeah. In-depth topic. Very depth.
Yeah. It's slightly more in depth than I wanted it to be. But I just thought it's always a good thing to do. And it is nice that we can have these kind of discussions. And as Trotty's just said, oh wait, I actually need this topic.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you do for you to help you recharge so that you feel more ready for what's ahead, if that makes sense?
Definitely. It's always such a it's a good question, and it's something that's definitely worth talking about, but a lot of the answers I hear about it, I find really frustrating. And I say this as so for context, for those who don't actually know me or certain bits for it. So I have my disability. The reason I'm called CripInABox is because I'm crippled. I have a genetic disability. I've had it. Yes, I know. Shock, Amber. I've had it
No, don't, because it actually took me a while to figure that out, Cobbler, remember?
It did.
I remember.
It did. But yeah, so that's where that comes from. I've been disabled for as long as I can remember. It's one of those things. If it's never going to get better for me, it's never going to. Well, it might get a little more bearable. It's never going to get fully better. It could get worse. It was it was rough going through like school with it all. It was frustrating with that kind of thing. I was then at university when I actually got to a point where I had to start walking with a walking stick, which is just what an attractive young bachelor at that point in time. Well, of course, I mean, I found Squid, so I was obviously doing something right. It's the pimp cane, that's all it was. But it hits you hard. And there's something about chronic illnesses. There's something about anything chronic, actually. I don't just say I use chronic illness as my context, but it could be anything. It can be personal circumstance, mental health. I actually found it I left my old place of work because I was not happy with where I was at. And it's anything that just is grinding and frustrating down and sort of gets on your
anything that
gears.
causes excessive stress takes you out of the comfort zone and kind of pushes you.
Yeah, I said this model we used to I used to use at my old place, and I still do sit behind it. It's called the stretch strain curve, or it's the challenge curve. It goes by a couple of names, but it's basically this idea of how your challenge versus your level of comfort, and the idea being that the actual optimum place is to be challenged enough for what works best for you, and it's very different for everyone else. To be challenged enough that you can be doing things, you can be engaged in what you're doing. We'd applied it where I was previously at work for workplace psychology, but you can apply it to anything. And it was this idea of you need to be challenged somewhat. If you're too challenged, it causes problem. And there's this big problem in a lot of workplaces where it's this idea: if we keep challenging them, we keep pushing them, we keep pushing them, there'll be continual growth. And that's just fantasy. That's where people burn out and fail or do worse things than just take a couple of months off sick. It's a very real problem, not just in multiple cultures around the globe. But then also you've got the problem: if you're not challenged enough, it really affects your psychological state. So that's more of that kind of thing. But particularly when you're living with something that grinds you down, so chronic health problems in my case, and mental health stuff, and some other things that I will not get onto conversation on the stream because it's really too heavy for this. It hits you hard, and there's a lot of one of the things that sticks out for me when I was younger is, oh, have you tried this? Have you tried that? And appreciating that from those you're talking to, it's coming from a place of love. It's coming from I can see you suffering with whatever you're suffering with. I really want to help. Here's something that's helped me or could help you. And there's a fine line between balancing the genuine intent and almost the facetiousness that can appear to come across. Like, what was it? I think someone I know who was they were from Jamaica, so they have a different. They're there's a very strong thing with the herbal remedies and that kind of thing. Like, oh, you need to get more turmeric in your system. That'll help you, kind of thing. And on one hand, it was like, I really appreciate where you're coming from. I really appreciate the intent. And the other part of me was just going, do you know what? No, you say that like I've not tried to take whatever supplements I can take. You know, it's a frustrating one. So from a topic, how do you top it up? To know how to top it up, there's an element of knowing where you are sat at it. And there's a lot of stuff. I take a very particular school of thought, and I'm not saying it's going to be correct for everyone because this is just my particular perspective. Particularly, again, as someone who's gone through chronic health stuff, which it's not like it's a short period of time. This is something for me. This is the best part of probably about 20 years, if not a little bit more, with a formal diagnosis about 15-ish years ago. For me, like, how do I phrase it? There's an element of all the high floaty airy fairy positive stuff, and I say that with a cynical perspective on how this might come across. There's also an element of finding what I'd call a core driver, something that's raw, that's emotive, that you can drive yourself with, because you've just got to get through the day, you've got to get to the next one, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, can really wear you out really hard. I actually, as weird as it's going to sound, I actually found that spite kept me going for a while. And by that, I mean, in case it's just like, fuck you, buddy, you're being a piece of shit. I'm going to show you I can do this shit. Go fuck yourself. Or to other people as well. Like, one of my biggest frustrations actually was when I was choosing what I was going to do professionally in secondary school. And it's like, oh, you're so much more intelligent than being someone who just plugs in cables. Bear in mind, I was going to go and study music composition technology. And to get into that mindset, it very much became a thing of spite. Do you know what? Fuck you. I want to do this. Who are you to tell me not to do that? And I found that at least until I could get into a better space to be able to actually look on it reflectively, be able to go, actually, do you know what? The way I handle this wasn't healthy. Or, yeah, okay, maybe my body's screaming at me in pain because I'm actually in pain and I kind of need to stop for a bit and take a step back. You've got, going back to what you were saying about the idea of like lizard brain and survival instincts versus actually being able to sit and think on it on a higher cognitive level. Play into it. Like there is nothing wrong with getting through a day purely by being purely through spite towards that day itself. Now, when that manifests towards a specific person or circumstance and starts to become an unhealthy obsession towards that is a problem, and you need to be. To a degree, you need to be ears open enough to listen to those around you who are saying, yeah, that. But to get yourself out of that initial dip, to give yourself the foothold to go, right, I need to find a way to be more, not necessarily to be more resilient, but to top up my resilience or to find a better way to progress forward is probably what I would say. There is nothing wrong with tapping into your core emotions. I'll go back to the chronic health stuff. It's a whirlwind of emotions. There are still days actually I wake up and go, for fuck's sake, I hate my body. I hate the way I am. I hate how my pain and my other health issues makes me feel and restricts what I can do. There's nothing wrong in the short term to help whilst you are trying to get a foothold in taking that frustration and anger and turning it into a degree of spite to go, fuck you, I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually prove you wrong. But obviously not relying on that longer term, because it's not healthy to rely on that kind of thing longer term. But again, that's something that's I know has worked for me, and that's coming from a chronic health issue perspective, where being stuck in that mentality of being in the back the sound, being sat in the head point of like, well, what's the point of fucking keep on going if this is all I'm going to have? You've got to get yourself out of that mindset, because it's a dangerous mindset to be in. Once you're out of that, however, there are far better ways you can handle it. I mean, in our case, I've got the guinea, but like for me, for where I'm starting new work, I've gone from a work at home position in corporate going into more of a manufacturing place where I have to be on site. And it's been a long week this week and a bit of last week, so we've been doing overtime because I've got to go through some documentation and get some drawings done that's taken my time with it. So for me, it's been, yeah, the guinea pigs have been great. I'll come back of an evening and you can see, there you go, you can see Squid's got them up now. You can see Mr. Monty and Gizmo in the bottom cage. You can see, I think you can see a Bosco in the tent, and I'll have them up on my laptop in work. I'll just be watching them whilst I'm doing my work, and having that of like, I've got them, they're nice. Obviously, Squid has been an absolute godsend through multiple things with it. I love her to pieces. She's been a really good part of my support network.
Yes.
You've got as well, actually. I know. I mean, as well, you've also got Coblett and Queenie on with those, who are also, again, having a good, strong social circle. You've got, I mean, I can see quite a few of them in the chat. I can see Pesto, I can see RJ Parkey. Having a really good support social network is great in the sense that you, and as well, in the sense you can just discuss with them. Like, Squid and I, one of the lessons we took into our marriage, which worked really, really, really well for us, is very much a case of, if because of the way we communicate, if she's frustrated with certain things, they'll definitely, and I can see when she's getting to a particular emotional state, I'll very much go into like, right, do you want to talk about it? Do you want me to empathize, or do you want a solution to your problem? Because that'll change the way I approach it, and that's partially because I'm autistic as fuck, but hey. But it's a very valid thing of, even if it's a case of actually being able to voice something out to a social group, like, hey, I'm really struggling with this. Can we just talk about it because I need to get it out of my head? Or I'd actually like knowing, actually, do you know what? I'd really appreciate your guys' input on it. Yeah, working on your social ability, when you social battery is a different thing with it, Trowie, and that is something that is a very, probably a whole topic worth its own conversation on that. It's a very, social battery is very much a difficult thing to manage. I 100% appreciate that. But when I say your social abilities for it, it can be your people who are your close friends. The biggest thing with that is going to be knowing when to reach out, knowing, and you'll have it bifold. You'll have, partially as well, because if you have been in a position like that for a very long time, even if you've got close friends who are trying to reach out to you and like, I want to help you, what can I do with this? What can I do to help you? If you're in the wrong place, you won't receive it. You will not feel like you are either wanting to receive it or good enough to receive it. And I've definitely been in that position. And then the problem obviously is that person's been trying and trying, and actually, do you know what? There does come a point where it's like, we've been extending the olive branch so to try and get you to talk to us here. And they're only humans. So they're going to start questioning, actually, do you really want to spend time with us? Are we just bothering you? Normally it takes quite a while to get to that point, but being able to know yourself when you need to reach out to people, even if it's just to get some company, even if it's just to get out of your own head, it doesn't have to be anything serious. I mean, in this day and age, we have got an absolute blessing with stuff like Discord and being able to play games together over the internet, being able to discuss things, being able to do stuff like this on Twitch. You're able to get to your close friends a lot more. I mean, obviously, for those who prefer it, it's not going to beat meeting up in person. But being able to just have that structural network around you to talk to people who you trust and who you love and who love you.
Like
It's
us, where we've got friends across
yeah.
the country and the world now.
Yeah, exactly. Where we'll
And
just,
met the
you know
love of
what?
my life on it.
Exactly. It's such a great bit of kit to do that kind of thing. A great platform, and the internet is really great for that. It's but that in itself, it's a tool for finding the people that you would want to discuss that stuff with and want to go, hey, I'm struggling, I need some help, please. And then also as well, listening to them as well. That's definitely one of the harder steps, I'd say, is opening up to someone to go, hey, I need to talk to you about X, Y, Z, what do you think? And then actually listening to what they're
I
saying.
was just gonna say that, Trowie. Sorry, Crit. I
Fine,
was
yeah.
literally typing that I
Yeah.
meant
Fuck's
Trowie, and
sake.
he was like, "Oh, I know who you mean." See, great vibes. Sorry,
Fuck's
Crit.
sake.
Carry on.
No, it's fine. Bro, it's a great thing. It says here with it, but yeah, listening to your friends as well, because like you're gonna hear, having an outside perspective definitely means sometimes you're going to hear things you don't want to hear. You're going to talk about a situation or hey, I'm struggling with this with my resilience. I'm not feeling the best about this. I mean, this particular situation or this particular thing ongoing, or hey, this person, the way they're behaving is really, really, really pissing me off, and I don't know how to handle it. And you talk to someone else about it, and they're going, actually, do you know what? You're letting this get to you far too much. They are probably not thinking, in the case of someone really pissing you off or frustrating you or whatever, they're probably not thinking about you about this at all. You need to let it go.
Let
Is
it go,
being able
let
to
it
acknowledge,
go.
let it go. Exactly. You can't hold it in anymore.
What, like
It's
that
being
fart you
able
did
to.
earlier?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now hold it in for me, I'm an open book. It's being able to take that and listening to that actually they're not anything that is being said about that. It's not a criticism of you. It is more, well, it might be if that's the conversation you're having, but it's not always or automatically a criticism of you as a person. It is coming from a perspective of love and a perspective of
I feel you, Trouty.
in that case, it's frustrating you, it's pissing you off. You can't. You need to let it go because you focusing on it is giving you more.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome
more-
in. I
Welcome in,
love your
Killikitty.
name, by the way.
It is a great name. It's giving, but you're giving that situation more power than it should have, and it's getting that. So it's, as I said, that's sort of what I'd say the baseline for it is you've got sort of your survival instincts of do what you've got to do to get out of that pit, because the reality of it is it's something I think I know I've spoken about. Was used in my old place of work, was discussing the idea of you cannot save anyone else if you do not have your own life jacket on. Put your own life jacket on, then help the person next to you. You've got
also,
to
like
do
in
what you've got
airplanes
to
where they
do.
tell you to put your own oxygen mask on before doing your
Exactly.
kids.
Exactly. But because you can't help anyone if you are not equipped to help yourself first. So doing what you need to do with your survival mechanisms, tapping into those visceral, guttural feelings, for want of a way to say it, be able to go, hey, I can pull my, yeah, fuck you, Tuesday. I don't want to deal with you. It's only 24 hours. You get out of there. Yeah. But, yeah, you get out of that and fuck you. I'm going to keep pushing towards Wednesday because once Wednesday's here, Tuesday's out of the way. Fuck you. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And then once you're out of that hole, being able to look at your support network, being able to get to that, getting that out of your own head. And then once you get past that, Palantine stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Then once you get out of that, yes, awesome. Once you get out of your own head with it and you actually talk to people about it, you can then look at all of your wide variety of tools for developing your own resilience and looking at what you can do to be more aware or vigilant or whatever. Again, it depends on the situation, what you're dealing with on that regard. And I'm very much coming from a chronic health focus thing. But yeah, that's sort of where I'd where I go, where I've been rambling on that topic for a while, but it's where I go with it of don't get yourself out of the hole, get your life jacket on, talk to the people who love you and who care about you, and then you can look at more regular ways of topping up your resilience, like, for example, coming home and sniffing a guinea pig. I know that sounds really weird, but they have a really nice smell, and it just. I think I had it earlier. I had when I had Boss got up to stealing with he's got a sister at the moment, so stealing with that, and then I have Felix out afterwards, and just have them cuddling up on my chest and just be like nuzzling my nose into them and sniffing them. It sounds weird, but
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely take more of your word on that one. But if that works for you, Crip, all for it.
if you ever when you
be
come down here
honest,
next,
It's the same when a dog has been sleeping under a blanket and their
Yeah.
feet smell like popcorn.
Yep.
See,
that's
I
what a
don't
dog's
get that
feet
same.
smells like.
But then I think because I never grew up around pets, because my mum was never into animals, so I've never had that kind of
Yeah.
pet feeling. So for me, it's more when I smell cake
Yeah.
and I'm hugging cake, I get that feeling. Or wine.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I just fucking love
Where is
dogs.
my glass of wine, by the way?
I'm sorry, OBS
I
got
do
rid of
feel a
it.
bit sober.
OBS
thought I
got
was
rid of it,
sober.
which is why we also have a new background.
No, that's fine.
Also, yes,
Right,
Killy
Trouty.
Kitty, if you're still here, reach out to me on Discord. I think I have you on Discord. If not, you can find me.
Trouty, what breed is your guinea pig? That is the
This
question.
is when Crip says that you have the stinkiest pig ever.
That's
That's a really shit guinea
can't
pig
be
for
one of us.
smell. You can't smell one of those.
You can smell any guinea pig, but you know. Abolitians, Peruvians have the longer fur, and it's those are much, you know, they're good smelling.
They make me
They're good to sniff.
sneeze.
Not as bad as Dad last night. He came back for picking up the baby guinea pigs from the rescue thing and realised, oh shit, I've not taken my hay fever tablets. Dad! No!
Oh
Should
no.
have said I would have run one out.
Right.
Is there
right.
final thoughts? For this
Yes,
week.
I have a quick question that I'll be asking every single guest, so I can put them on my list of whether they're my favourite or least favourite.
She's gonna rank you at the end of
I'm
when we do
ranking.
seasons. She'll rank you.
I'm
one
setting
simple
the
question.
benchmark. Okay.
Setting the benchmark of one simple question. Favourite Call of Duty Zombies map?
The fuck?
I'm not a Call of Duty Zombies player, really.
So is that
Play
none of them?
I've seen people playing. I want to say like the one of the Space Mars maps. And I've quite liked seeing bits of that. I think.
Okay, so bottom of the list,
what I
Crip
think.
goes. Okay, fabulous.
I just have this
Oh, would it
image
have been
now
better
of when she's
Would it
like,
have been better
if
I
we're
said
doing this in
no?
seasons, at the end of the season, she'll be there with like a fucking tier list of everyone's
I do.
picture
No, I've got
of every
notepad up.
guest.
No, I do. Call of
Tier
Duty
list.
Zombies
Okay, so here we have
map.
CripInABox. Doesn't play Call of Duty. F tier.
Zombies. No, I don't generally have it.
Oh, no,
I was
wait,
gonna
wait,
I
doesn't
was
play
gonna
the
do it
game.
as a
It's-
surprise, as the very last thing. It was going to be my. So yeah. So
Do you not want to know what ours are?
You're not guests.
No, you're not the
Part
guest.
of the hosting team.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Good, because I don't know the names. I just know them by what they are.
So if you're saying the space one, then that will be Moon, and that's probably one of the worst ones. So I'm afraid Crip,
That is
you
a
have
pretty
gone,
shit map.
You've
Again,
gone right down
Again,
on my list.
I have not played this. I don't play Call of Duty Zombies. It's not my kind of game, really.
Again, that's why you're right down the bottom of my list.
Wow. Wow, this
Right,
is discrimination.
I just want to say something. I've never done zombies on Call of Duty, but I have played Call of Duty. I used to do the co-op. Actually, no, it would have been zombies. The one where they come in waves, and you have to get like drops and
Well,
stuff.
that's all
It's been
of them, love. That is zombies.
Right.
They come in one.
The last
Do you
one
mean
I played,
Squid?
the-
Squid, do you mean the waves of zombies?
I'm tired. Okay, the last Call of Duty I played was fucking Modern Warfare 2, right? Origins. Ah, that's what RJ says. I'm gonna look it up and I'll message you, Queenie. What?
I don't know. Well, it's a guest list only.
Yeah, no, but it's gonna bug me.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, RJ. You're only one up against Crip. You're not that much further up at the moment.
Wait, so do you have a predetermined tier list here?
Of my own opinion, yeah.
Wow, Queenie.
This is how I'm gonna rate, in my opinion, our guests.
You can have a
just
really
a
in-depth
funny
or
little
specialist
thing.
conversation topic. You know,
I
it's
just
really
thought
great
it'd be
talking
a
to
funny
you.
thing
By
to
the
change
way.
the mood up a bit.
No, I'm with her on that.
What are you going to do next time? By the way, what's your star sign? Ooh, you're Sagittarius. No.
Right, no space racism, as you say.
I was going to say, we're
No
not...
space racism!
Fuck's
We
sake.
should have that as a tag on the podcast. No space
No.
racism.
No.
I don't want to deal with people that come
Want to
in
be
and they're
space
like,
racist.
actually, I'm a Gemini, so I'm okay.
Actually, for
You're a
Valentine's Day,
Gemini.
to wrap up, just for a laugh, what is it that there's that calculator to determine whether us as couples, if our star signs
my
are
God.
compatible?
Oh,
Just as a laugh,
no.
As a laugh, I
Oh,
don't
this
think me and Crips actually
Oh,
is.
we're not compatible. We're not compatible.
Love compatibility. You ready? Right. So
I used to
let's
do this in
start.
school
Crips,
with
stop
my
playing
crushes.
games.
I'm not playing games.
So, Ginger Squid, what's your star sign, my love?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Oh,
and
God!
Crip, yours is
I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Right. You ready for your compatibility?
Go
It's a
on.
6 out of
Oh.
10.
Right. Not
It can be a
bad.
hit or a miss, apparently. So you never know.
I mean, I'd hit that.
What did you do?
Yeah, you do.
Things move pretty quickly with this union, so that means, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So that's not a bad start. Not a bad start. Right. Coblett, give me yours.
I'm an Aquarius.
Aquarius,
Fish.
of course.
Yes.
Give me pestos.
Shit. Sorry.
Taurus.
Did someone say?
Taurus.
Did someone say?
Fish.
Oh no.
Yes.
You got a 4 out of 10.
Sick.
Have you ever seen a couple so totally opposite in every way that you don't know that you could possibly be together?
Wow.
Wow! Wow! That's bad.
Spring just casually ruining the
Right,
relationship.
go on.
here.
Do yours and Bateman's.
Go on, then.
Okay.
Go on.
Oh. So I'm a Capricorn. Shit, what's Bateman? So,
He would be a
I did have to
Sagittarius,
Google
wouldn't he?
pestos.
I think he's a Sagittarius. Yes, he is, yeah.
I heard that.
You heard
Yes.
what?
I heard him shout.
We're also a 6 out of 10, so we're the same.
Try
He
it
says-
Aquarius as well.
Charity says, do yours and his.
Oh, no, because if ours is higher than mine and Bateman's,
I will
Do
laugh.
Do
it.
it. Do
What?
it.
Go on.
what? I don't know what Trouty's is again. Oh, his is an
Aquarius.
Aquarius as well, yeah, because he's just had his birthday, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's higher.
Go on. Go on.
7 out of 10. When you look at this couple, they don't seem to have a lot in common, but you'd be wrong. They are serious and devoted to each other.
Kind of makes sense. That's the only one that's made sense so far.
So wouldn't that be me and you then as well, Coblett?
Go on then. Try those two.
Yeah, I guess so.
Guess
Oh,
so.
What?
do you-
Well, yeah,
what do you
because
win?
hers and Coblett should be the same,
Mm.
and mine, the
Try
one
me,
that she
try
did
me
with
and
Bateman
Trouty. I
would be
want
the
to see
same.
what I want to see what me and Trouty. Me and Bateman. Fuck it.
You and
We'll have a
Bateman.
man
You and Bateman would be the same
Yeah.
as me and you.
Is he? Okay.
Yes.
Sagittarius and... Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
Right, you got to do me and Trouty. I mean Pesto.
right. I'll do you and Trouty first. So,
Oh my word.
Crip, yours is the Taurus, right?
No, he's
No,
the
that's
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Scorpio, sorry. Honestly, my brain today.
A sim.
Oh, you're only a 5 out of 10. Apparently, you're an odd man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trouty. It wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be, I'm afraid.
You can
And
fix
then...
him.
You can fix it!
No need to
And
fix
then
him. He's
what was
fucking perfect.
Pesto's
Wow.
again?
Taurus.
That's it. That's who I was getting mixed up with. There you go. So it's supposed to be Crip and Pesto together.
That
Go on,
makes
what's the
sense.
rating?
They're
What is
the
it?
8 out of 10. They're the
All
best
right, go
ones
on.
so
Do-
far.
Do me
Yeah.
and Coblett. If they're meant to be together.
Oh,
So
God.
that's a
just-
Sagittarius and a Aquarius, isn't
Aquarius.
it?
We're gonna we're gonna partner swap.
Oh no, you're also an 8 out of 10. You're supposed to be together as well.
With the wrong partners.
Too bad.
Yeah,
I'm
Pesto.
not giving him
Yeah.
up.
No, I know too much.
It's not just that. There's no returns or refunds or exchanges.
Got a point.
It's been
She's
almost
not
5
wrong.
years. It's past the period.
God, it has.
But anyway, I just thought that'd be fucking funny.
Oh. Right. So our next podcast is next week, providing we're all good. It'll be 8 p.m. same as now. I have had an idea for us for next week
Dangerous.
actually, but it's just me and the girls. So I will message them afterwards. I'll be here. I'm off for another week. Oh, Trouty! Let's go. I will be
Growl
streaming
horns.
tomorrow. I'm part of the Valentine's raid train, where various different streamers are coming together to create a raid train for Valentine's Day. Show off all the wonderful pets on Twitch. I think Killer Kitty's in it, which is
Cute.
why they popped by. So
I should have joined in because Bateman's my bit.
I
True.
will be streaming. I'll probably start streaming like 4ish, and I'll be going to about 7ish. I'll stop, around then. But you can check out all the information on Discord. I think we're like the second or third stop in the train.
Okay.
I will be hopefully doing some crochet. Thank you, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I think that is us because Crip needs to go to bed.
Raid out time.
I need to go to bed.
Go to bed.
We'll put our funky music on.
Funky music. I mean, we could just raid Dem. That could
Is Dem
be a simple
streaming?
answer. Yeah.
Let me just check.
Just if you just wanted a quick person just to find and raid. All my friend Schneebs that I mentioned. They'd be my two suggestions.
On mine, we've either got Dem or thank you for the follow.
Mystique.
Mystique.
Oh my god!
Let me get my
Brilliant
raid
name.
browser up. I love this music. It's so good.
Yeah, stupid sexy Schneebs. That's what we call him. Stupid sexy Schneebs.
We will go to Dem because Dem's doing Spider-Man.
Let's do that.
Spider-Man.
Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do the bloody raid thing again.
That's alright, I'm just going to be going in there with Trouty's message.
What stupid sexy Schneebs?
No! I'm just going to do this.
Can I copy emotes or not?
If you're... No, that I'm guessing you'd need to be
I don't
Trouty
have
for
the
that.
Trouty
Aw.
emoji. But I'll do a Squid one.
Yeah.
We'll have some love hearts and some mugs. I don't know if you'll be able to copy all of them, but take that one. And I will see you all tomorrow. And yeah, have a good evening.
Bye!
Thank you, everyone.